How y'all doing? Happy New Year! Feliz Año! Happy New Year to everybody watching me currently. As I am recording this, it is indeed January 1st, 2023. Child, we done made it. Lord knows 2022 did what it did, okay? And it actually, let me not act like I really was under duress. 2022 had some wonderful things happening, let me tell you. But it also had some stuff that was like, really? Oh, it was giving out. Life was lifing, basically, in 2022. But anyways, neither here nor there. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time seeing my face and you don't know who I am, I'm so sorry. My name is Latrice. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the channel. And this right here is Faith by Latrice, where faith is the muscle we exercise around here. Now, let's get on into it. No dilly-dallying. All right, y'all. So if I look a little... It was New Year's Eve last night, so, you know, I was up a little bit longer than I was supposed to. But anyways, neither here nor there. We gonna get our rest. All right, y'all. So, la tema de hoy va a ser everybody can go. Let that simmer. Let it simmer. Everybody can go. And I'm like, this wasn't even the plan. Okay, let me just say. So this wasn't even the plan. Like, I wasn't even going to talk about this. I didn't know what I was going to talk about today, to be honest. To be, like, completely, like, honest with y'all. I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about. But then I did watch a sermon today in the morning. And, you know, he started talking. Pastor Darius Daniels, what up, BD? He started talking. And he said something. He gave a line that I had to make 3 or 4 asterisks on it in my notes. Let me tell y'all. All right. Everybody can go. Now, let me tell you the... actual term that I was talking about in my notes, where it came from. PD said, your destiny requires disassociation. Oh my God. In layman terms, it's everybody can go. But one more time, your destiny. Oh my gosh. Your destiny requires disassociation. Everybody can go with you, okay? Oh my God, I'm going to just give y'all the stuff I have written in my notes, and then we're going to talk about it. I'm going to give y'all scripture, and we're going to be out. You can't be around everybody while you're trying not to live like everybody. Oh my goodness. I've heard this quote before. I think it was from PD, but he didn't make it up though. To live like nobody else, you've got to live like nobody else. Remember when I said in another video that for things to change, some things have to change? Like, if you're not catching it, if it sounds like I'm talking in circles, if you want to have, like, okay, boom, picture this, right? The average person has an average life. They do things the same every day. They are content, satisfied. They settle with just getting by. Just living, I'm not going to really, you know, rock the boat. I'm not gonna make no waves. I'm gonna just go to my little 9-to-5 job. I'm gonna get my little check, my little 9-to-5 check. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go grocery shop. I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna just live a life how it's gonna be. I'm gonna die, and things are gonna go on with how they go on. But for the people like me and some people I may be talking to right now, because, you know, we people, we don't like average. We don't want normal. We don't want the regular smuggler. We don't just want to do everything I just said in that story right there. Meaning we don't want to live like everybody else. We're not going to be content with just life lifing us and it not experiencing us. Hello, Donovan. Let life experience you. Don't just experience what life is just going to throw at you, because life gonna life. But God said in the Bible, fear not, because I have overcome the world. You're going to have troubles. That's what it says. You're going to have troubles in this world. That is promised. There's no getting around tribulations, troubles, trials, all the things. However, God said, fear not, for I have overcome the world. And because me and you rocking, that means if you and me and I mean you don't have to worry, because all that's been defeated. Your life, like I said, doing life with Jesus hit different. Currently experiencing that. Hallelujah. For us to do life differently, for us to be the best versions of ourselves, to experience all that we can experience in life, to go places our family members have never gone, to do things people in our community, most people in our community have never done. We have to live like nobody has ever, has lived, excuse me. We have to live our daily lives like most people don't live it, right? What does that mean? Practically, what does that mean? That means we have to get up earlier than most people get up, right? Maybe an hour or two, maybe 30 minutes at first, an hour earlier to start my day with maybe like some prayer or something, maybe a devotional, maybe just some good affirmations, maybe centering yourself, taking a second before the world starts to do what the world be doing. Be still. How do I want to go about today? Before I get out into the world, before the life gets doing what life gonna be doing, let me center myself. Let me think. Do I have mapped out in my mind? Do I have at least a plan, a strategy for what I'm going to execute today? Not just my 9-to-5 job. If there's errands, if there's chores, if I have children, if I have a husband, if I have a wife, do I have certain things mapped out? Am I going to get my exercise in a little 10-minute, 15, a little hit one time, right? Am I going to stimulate and wake up my body? Am I going to drink some water to really, hydrate myself? Am I going to have breakfast to really start my brain, Am I going to be intentional about doing things differently so that I can experience a different life? To live like nobody else, you got to really live and put in the time and work like nobody else. Discipline. Oh my gosh. Words mean things. I just said discipline. I'm pretty sure I just wrote it down. Espérame. ¿Dónde lo puse? Discipline. Training to act in accordance with rules or drill. A certain type of training we got to do, right? What kind of training are you undergoing to prepare yourself for that new version, that new life you want to experience? Oh my gosh. To get to our destiny, our purpose, that thing that excites our soul, that won't let go of us. Oh my gosh. The thing that won't let go of us, right? Some of us just be trying to do, go about our day. Let's focus. Let's get our work done. But there's things that keep popping up in our mind. Maybe it's that movie script. Oh, God. Maybe it's that book you about to write. Maybe it's that poem you're writing. Maybe it's that conference you planning for. Maybe it's that business plan you got going on. Maybe it's the financial industry you about to really just infiltrate. You get what I'm saying? Your destiny, to reach that. To reach your goal, to be great, to reach new levels, new heights that are not average, we will have to disassociate ourselves with some people in our lives. Now, what a coincidence that we are currently right now that I'm recording this in January 1st. Okay. A lot of people decide, hey, for the new year, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, or I'm not going to do X, Y, Z for the new year. Because this is a very, very big one, because our lives are made up of these things. Relationships. I'm going to decide not to hang out with this person, or I'm going to decide to not follow on social media, or look up this type of person because I want to get this type of information on a daily. I'm not going to have this information, but I'm going to choose intentionality, to consume, surround myself with, be around and present with this kind of information, these kinds of people that are motivating in this way, that have this information, that know more than I do. That's a free nugget. Matter of fact, you know who told me that? Dr. D. Wayne Edwards of Penn Sol. Lewis College of Business. I'm going to get it right. I'm so sorry. What is going on with me? Anyways, Dr. D. Wayne Edwards of Penn Sol in Detroit. He said this to us one of the days. I don't know. It was the day we were in class. We were whatever. To be in the room, surround yourself with people who are smarter than you, who know more than you, have more insight than you, who have just more information than you have. Why? Because then you start to glean. You start to absorb whatever they got going on. Guess what? You get nuggets you didn't know you came to get. Okay? So you will have to disassociate yourself from others. Circle back to the point of January 1st. Some of us, personal experience, have had instances where right before it turned January 1st, right before this new year happened, we may have had people to leave our lives, right? We may have had, I don't know. Some people it was a family argument in Christmas. Some people it was a situation, a situation that happened And then now you're no longer talking to people, or people start acting funny with you, or you just saw things just got a little weird towards the end of the year. You're like, okay, what? And now you're noticing you're not going into the new year with certain people. That is not by accident. Because everybody can go. Let me tell you how. Let me prove it to you. Judges, we going to the word, y'all. Judges chapter 7. Now, let me just give you a quick little backstory. This particular passage is about a man named Gideon. Who is Gideon? He is in the Israelites, right? He's a part of people from Israel. Basically, him, how do I give you the story? Gideon is a man, when we find him in the text, right? At the beginning of finding him in the text, what happens is the Midianites are another group of people. Now, the Midianites for 7 years are like plundering the Israelites, right? Plundering their harvest. So for 7 years, the Midianites will come, and whatever that the Israelites had harvested, had planted, all that stuff, by the time the harvest comes up, they're like, yeah, we about to get all this harvest. We about to eat this here. No, the Midianites come, destroy everything, take their profit, take their harvest and their profit, right? And destroy it, and boom, they leave. For 7 years, they're basically being attacked and haunted by these Midianites. Boom. So then all of a sudden, because this man named Gideon is scared, he's threshing wheat, right? He's supposed to be doing this to get the wheat out and get the bad stuff out, keep the wheat, all that stuff. He's doing that in a wine press. What is a wine press? It's like a big hole ditch in the ground where you're supposed to be pressing grapes to make wine. But my man is hiding from the Midianites in this wine press, okay? Because he's scared. He's like, man, I don't got time for them to be stealing my wheat. I'm scared. I don't need this. An angel of the Lord comes to Gideon and says, hey, you mighty man of valor. He was like, who are you talking about? Mighty man of valor? My bro, I'm hiding in the wine press right now. But basically, what God, the angel of the Lord, was calling him was what he really was. His behavior, as Dr. D says, was lying to him. You're not actually that person that's scared. You're not actually that person who is inferior. You're not actually that person who can't do what God is calling you to do. Hello, listen to me, somebody. Okay. Mighty man of valor. One to skip a few, God calls him to rise up, right? He's going to be the person who leads this army, the Israelites, into defeating the Midianites, right? Boom. So, Gideon has like 30K people with him, right? Like 32,000, but over 30,000. God tells him, this is chapter 7, verse 2. The Lord said to Gideon, the people with you are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hand, lest Israel boast over me, saying, my own hand has saved me. Now, therefore, proclaim. He gives them instructions. He tells them, hey, you got so many people with you right now. So, therefore, proclaim in their ears, tell these people you with, whoever is fearful and trembling, let him return home and hurry away from this place, right? So basically, he was like, all right, bet. Gideon, you got so many people with you, so tell the people, whisper in their ears, if you scared or whatever, just get up out of here. Boom. When he does that, 22,000 people leave. So now he has 10,000 people with him. Boom. Then it says, the Lord said again to Gideon, the people, you still got so many people. Moral of the story, right? Boom. So God tells him again, you have too many people. And now he gives them another test to tell the people when they go to the water, if certain people drink this way, they can go with you. If they drink the water this way, they can't go with you. Boom. They do the test. He ends up with 300 people. But let me tell you something that's important. It says, God tells Gideon, take them down to the water and I will test them for you there. God says, guess what? I'm about to help you weed these people out. More of the story. By the time he goes to battle, and mind you, the Midianites have about like 100,000 people, right? 100,000 people. God says, you got too many people with you. He ends up with 300 people. Moral of the story, Gideon and the 300 people end up defeating those 100,000 people because of the instruction that God said, boom. Why? What's the point of this, Latrice? Get to the point. The point is, the people that Gideon ended up with, those 300 people, it was always going to be them 300 to him. From 30,000+ to 300, this was always going to be the people he was going to go do the battle with. God helped him weed out the people that was scared or that did not do things the way they needed to be done to be able to stay with Gideon to go to battle. Moral of the story, everybody can't go with you. So the people you ended up with by the end of, 2022, those are the people you was always supposed to be with going into 2023. If you wondering like, wow, wow, this happened like at the end of the year. I'm not going in the year with the people I thought I was. It's not by accident. Everybody can't go with you. To have the life you need to have the life you want to have that different, extraordinary life, everybody cannot go with you. And you need to be okay with that. That's the moral of the story. That's it, because this went a little long, but I had to give y'all a backstory. Anyway, I love you. I love you so much. Si nadie te ha dicho hoy que te estoy hablando ahora mismo con mi suéter y todo, I love you. Because life be lifing, let me tell you. But get what? We're going to prosper regardless. Bye.